Hello, I'm here. It's Thursday. How is everyone? Oof, it's about 88 degrees here in Northern California. I'm Lucinda. It is Thursday. Thursday is when I do medium priced vintage costume and semi precious items, jewelry only. Tuesdays, I do lower end, more like Woolworths or things that just aren't moving but are maybe higher end, so they're at a much lower price. And I want to clear something up. So I decided to use a description on Tuesday about Woolworths, dime stores, Cresses, mama, grandma, what you would buy as a teenager, etc. And then I realized that I said that, but I didn't bring like the plastic and the AB and the things that you would be finding in the 60s and the 70s. I brought what you would find in the 80s, which is fine. That's still dime store stuff. And here's the thing. I'll rethink Tuesdays because I'm mostly selling out of items. I don't have left over that many, so I'm putting in new things. So I can start bringing all kinds of fabulous plastic and AB, clip-ons and lower end rhinestone bracelets, necklaces, etc. And we really will have a dime store thing going on. Tie tacks for men, lower end brooches, you name it. It will be a little bit higher priced then, but not outrageously, but it'll still go up. And I think that's what I'm going to do for next time, because after I got done with the sale, I was like, wait a minute. That wasn't exactly grandma or mom wear. So I'm going to try that for next week because I think that would be really fun. And we'll see how many of y'all are interested in the fabulous plastic that I have, at prices probably lower now than they would have been back then. And I have some like incredible plastic stuff. Hi, Jessica. How are you? Hey, Jessica, sorry. Thank you. You know what? I never got a chance to watch that video. I've been so busy dealing with some financial stuff. And I didn't get a chance to watch it. So what I really hope and pray is that everything is okay with you. That's what, when you said, hey, watch this, I got worried. So maybe I'll get a chance to watch it tonight. But I pray that you're doing okay. So I'm Lucinda. I live in Northern California. I do 2-week build-a-boxes. And I then bill out in the third week and usually ship at the end of that week when mostly everyone has paid. This is the second day of week 2. Tomorrow, my sale high end and chat, which is like a chill, let's go slow, let's talk about stuff, goes a lot slower, but it is higher end items. So that's what's happening tomorrow. So you have kind of a selection of the 3 days a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, that I go on of what kind of items you're interested in and your price. Now, that said, I always bring affordable items to every sale, including Fridays, because we don't all have a, Black Express card or Black Diners card, or I don't even know what that is, like unlimited credit or money in the bank or in our pockets to purchase items. So I don't. I don't at all. I live on a budget. Yeah. So 2-week build-a-boxes. That saves you on shipping, saves me time. I don't do recaps. So if you come in late, and I'll repeat this throughout, you can go back to the beginning and then drop in the chat, an item that didn't sell that you're interested in, and or if you're watching this on the replay, you can always send me an email with a screenshot, including the price, and say, hey, you know what? I wasn't able to be there, but I really would like this item. Is it still available? Or if you watch the whole thing and you take a moment and you don't see a sold on the screen, then you'll know that it was sold. Now, that said, lastly, I am thinking about, and I'm going to try it today and tomorrow, not putting anything on the screen except initially pulling over the price, then taking it away, then putting a sold, then taking it away. Because I only have this tiny amount of room. And when I go to try to show you, like even my email right there is in the way. So when I go to try to show you a necklace, the banner of the description and price is in the way of me being able to do that. And unfortunately, I can't lift my computer up higher, nor can I stand up and do this because it's too high for my fingers to type. I'm not using a secondary device to type, and I have severe spinal stenosis, so I can't stand and bend like that. So that's what's going to happen. So, hey, Melly, hello. I got your text. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. And you know what? You don't necessarily have to clean them. Send me a couple of those little cloths. In fact, I can even order one, and I'll do it because, you're doing me a favor. That's how I see it. I think I'm doing you a favor, but you're doing me a favor. So I don't want you to put lots and lots of time into that, Melly. So consider it. Okay. I never have just one focus. I never just go through this and then go through that. I go all around the world and I just grab and pick and show. I tried today to put together kind of a little bit of a theme, although I don't know if y'all will think it's a theme. There we are. I hope everyone is doing well today. I hope everyone is safe, happy, and healthy. Yeah. Okay, if you bid today and you haven't bid before and you win an item, there's my email. It's got a C in the middle and it's a .net. I will need your YouTube name, your real name with shipping address, including zip code, and your PayPal email address because I ship using Pirate Ship and I bill through PayPal. Just like everyone. Well, some people are starting to use Square, and I'm wondering about that. So I may be checking that out. We'll see. I did bring just a couple items that maybe one or two that are absolutely beautiful, but I lowered the price. They're not Tuesday worthy. They're Thursday worthy, but I need to move inventory just like everyone. Okay. That said, let's go. And if you ever have a question of any kind, ask me. I'm very friendly. Sometimes I think I'm too dang friendly. So I'm going to start with an item that I've brought twice. And I brought it for what I feel is a very reasonable price considering how beautiful it is. And it's not moving. So this is your one chance. I honor prices for 48 hours. Okay. And then I do whatever I need to with it. How this word is going to be spelled wrong. I can't help it. Heidi. Hello, my Belgium friend. How's it going? So, like I said, I'm going to pull this over. Starts at 18, and I know that's not how you spell that, but there you go, J-Mom. Starts at 18. Now, if I didn't put that, and there's my dog playing. See him right back there? Come on, Tug. In or out? In or out, buddy? Come on, come sit by the fan. It's like 88 degrees. It was supposed to go down in temperature. Did it? No, it did not. Whew. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to. We are in summer. It is truly annoying me. This is so beautiful. It is silver tone. It is not sterling silver. That is the only reason why I can think people don't want this incredible necklace. I don't get it. Oh, okay, Melly. Thank you, Melly. This is 4 strands of dyed howlite so that it looks like turquoise. It is medium heavy in weight. It has silver tone spacers in between. And it has, still never been tested by me, but I'm presuming not, these silver rose tone rose beads. These were very popular in the 70s. There are 4 strands. 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes from 16 to just about 20 inches. And the piece de resistance on this, and of course it turned over. Let's undo that. Is this incredible toggle silver tone flower closure. I would be wearing this. I'm sure it's meant to be worn on the side. And then it has these beautiful, huge, chunky spacers. I almost feel like this may be something that was made in Tibet. Was only 93. Well, there you go, Melly. Only 93. I mean, so the rose beads are those silver tone rose beads. They came in regular and sterling silver. I didn't test it because the clasp is not silver, sterling silver. So I'm assuming the rest of it isn't. But there's my computer caught up to me. This big, chunky, hollow bead right there, I think this is, if it's not Tibet, because it's kind of fancy, I don't think it's American. I looked and looked for something similar to this, and there are other flower. What is that? Oh, someone put a sticker here. That's just sticker residue. There are other necklaces out there that have a flower toggle closure, and I saw some vaguely similar to this that are currently selling on eBay. This is not that. This was made with silk cordage, green, hand tied, and this is so elegant. Here's the back. I mean, this is for $18 starting bid. This is, I was asking $30 starting bid. I thought that was like beyond reasonable. I'm right up on saying, you know what? I'll keep this. It's such a nice piece. And honestly, let's see. The problem is when you're doing something on a computer and everything is kind of backwards, my computer takes a minute to refocus every time I move. So you see how this should be shown. This is the decoration. For that matter, I think I would wear it, and every time I turn this, it wants to do that. I would wear this like this. I would wear this like this. So the way that the clasp is, the point at which the clasp is falling is about 17 inches. I wish I could zoom in right now and let you see how beautiful that is. I don't know if you can see it at all. But if you were not going to do that and you wanted that in the back, let's go round and round. Yeah, it's just my computer. You see, then now you're getting down to that 18, 19 inches, and the toggle's in the back. So if your hair was up like this, people would notice it at that point. And it's gorgeous. I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm really puzzled as to why this particular piece that looks like it's real turquoise, looks like it's sterling silver, and is so pretty on, is not selling at any price. So this is the last time I'm going to show it. It'll probably go in my personal collection if no one claims it. And I might bring it back one day. Again, there is the gorgeous toggle. And you know, I just want to say I have been selling jewelry since the 70s, and the majority of what I have sold is costume and is not semi-precious. And if this were sterling, which other people would not know, and if this was turquoise, I don't even know, $300 necklace? Good Lord. So there you go. Last time I'm showing it. It's really nice. Okay. It's going down. It's going down. Someone has 48 hours to claim that. Thank you for looking. Who is dinging me? Something very bizarre that I don't know what it is. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't important. And then I'm like, what? Some kind of spam, something. I don't know how they get through. Oh my goodness. Okay, 16. Okay, so there you go. Starting bid of 16. This is, oopsie, sorry. Then you know what I could do? I could do like a double deal here. Maybe that. And you know, a lot of people don't even put the description. There you go. They just talk about it. They put the price and then they, deal with it later. So this is definitely a 1970s piece with the typical barrel clasp. Probably brass. It's got kind of a very light, clear gold tone spacers. This was loved and worn a lot. It's very smooth. Really lovely. It is on metal. So, is that right? These are hard to tell, and you don't want to pull too much. I don't really believe these are usually on they can be on metal, but they're often more on the kind of like fishing line. I don't know. Oh, there's a little bit of dirt, it looks like, in there. I don't think that's black from the beads. I can clean that. That's easy, or you can. Just let me know. Yeah, I just only noticed that. Yeah, that needs to be cleaned with it. Just a toothbrush and soap and water. And then here on the bottom is this beautiful purple and white. These are all the puka shell pieces that are larger, forming a little floral bouquet. So a lot of these came from Hawaii and also other places, but a lot from Hawaii. So I'm going to assume this came from Hawaii because it's flowers, like a lei that they would give you at the airport, or something that, yes, would have been sold at their AB stores or their Woolworths in the 70s. And it's just a really light lilac purple, making a floral design at the bottom. And these are always short. Not so short that it's a collar, but short. So it's right like this. And it is 16 inches. Goes good with my shirt. It's a really nice, good summer piece. Yep. Starting at 16. And I can't go lower than that for your classic puka shell, but with the flowers design at the bottom. Sometimes these don't show up so well on camera when you're trying to show something like that it's flowers, but there you go. Flowers. 16 inches. Okay. Going down. There's a anyone else like Led Zeppelin when they were younger? I don't know what it's from. Maybe Houses of the Holy, one of their early records. In some lyrics, I live in a jukebox world in my head. There's going down now, but it's not sexual. It's more like crashing in terms of emotions or something. I don't know. Okay. So I do have sterling silver today, and I will have it tomorrow. I don't have chains yet, so I will be getting some chains, sterling silver chains. If you purchase these pendants at an outrageously good price and you really want it with the chain, then you can purchase it now. I will put it aside in a different bag and I will wait to get the chains. However, then we'll have to revisit it and you'll have to let me know what type of chain you want based on what type of chain I have. So that's a little complicated, but there it is. I just got a lot of absolutely lovely pendants, small, and I don't want to sit on them because, and they're all sterling silver and different things. And because I got a good price, you're getting a good price. Okay. So I would, I wouldn't worry here about the sterling silver chain, although you could worry about that with me. So starting bid of 18. You could worry and we could revisit it, but everyone has sterling silver chains, which you can swap items out. And I'm here to tell you, starting at 18, this needs a tiny bit more polishing. You can do that yourself with a polishing cloth. You can put it in a dip bath if you have that. You can, carefully use a tiny bit of baking soda with water on a paper towel, or you can just live with it. It looks a lot more tarnished in the light right now than it really is. Look at this. This is quite old. It's a heavier piece. It is sterling silver. Has a great bail. Fact of the matter is, hold on. And honestly, like I said, you can wait around for necklaces for me, and then I will be putting all these things on sterling silver chains, and I have a lot more. But the price will go up accordingly. So, just to give you an idea, this is on a small torque. So it fits on a small torque, and then there you have it. And it is about 2 inches long. And, I could give you a weight and all that, but for $18, it's less than scrap, more than likely. And it is got a lot of movement, and it's definitely an older piece. Okay. Going down. But it's got to go down. I need there you go. I need a bag. Because these all are kept separately. And I do, like I say, have a plethora of items. So if there is something that you're particularly interested in looking at, let me know. Let's do another charm / pendant. This one is a starting bid of $21. For these, I can leave that up. This, when I pulled this out, I was like, is that? And then I did my research, and I was like, yep, sure enough. So it's easier to do it like this. Thank goodness my friend Melly sold me these torques. Let's let that come into focus. This is an Australian opal. And this is what, hold on. There's something on my screen. There you go. What I believe, so here's what you're seeing, or maybe not. It's hard for me to know how you see this. The opal is raw. It's underneath this other orange and brown stone. So it's raw, is what my understanding. It's not finished being carved. This is not a chip. That's just the natural stone. It's quite thick. The opal comes through all the way around. Isn't it beautiful? And I love whatever this other stone is. Maybe it is part of the Australian opal. I don't know, but I have seen Australian opals set in rings, and the brilliance and the sheen that they have is completely different from what we're used to here in America. and there is no orange and brown. So I would say that's probably from some kind of iron ore or other mineral that the opal grows in. And there's lots of blues and pinks and a little bit of green, and it is a sterling silver bale. Boulder opal, yes, that's the other possibility, Melly. Yes, thank you. Yep, boulder opal. They're very similar, a boulder opal and Australian, and people use it interchangeably. So I just went with Australian. But yes, what is the difference, Melly? And this is just like a little 1-inch piece, but it's beautiful and it fits on the torque or on a small sterling silver. Think of these as gifts for Christmas. Do you know that you can go on Amazon and buy sterling silver chains of any type, any length that you want? Just make sure to look at the reviews so that you're not getting fakes. And they're really not that expensive. So if you don't have them hanging out at home, you can buy one or you can buy multiples on Amazon. But just look at the reviews because some people are unscrupulous, okay? One more time, let my computer catch up. And like I say, that's not chips. That's just the carving out of the rock. Now, Melly says, Australian opal and boulder opal are interchangeable. Pale blue to black. It's the fire colors that's different. Yes. Well, yes, I'm saying other people in the dive I did, because I did a dive on this, tend to use it interchangeably, but they are entirely different stones. Absolutely. Yes. Thank you, Melly. That is absolutely true. And this has a very pale blue fire in it. So, I leave it up to you. It's an opal. Right. No, Melly. We're not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing with you. I am not disagreeing with you. I am telling you what I spent 25 minutes on this today. And all kinds of other people online use it interchangeably. But do I think it is? No, they're each a unique stone. So if you think it's a boulder opal, we'll go with that. Okay. How about I'm going to shift gears entirely. Because people are, But remember, I don't do recaps, so. And remember, I bring affordable in addition to medium priced items today. Yeah, Melanie. I agree with you. Okay, so this is a starting bid of $12. You saw the description. The reason I'm doing that too, and then I'm just going to put up the price, is after I bring up something and bring it back, it grays out. So question would be, does it gray out for all of you after I pull it away from the screen? Is what I said grayed out? The description? That would be good to know. I think these were probably electroplated gold. They probably are, based on my knowledge of these are probably 70s. And based on my knowledge of, they just did this super thin, super quick, down and dirty little, dip it in some gold and it's not enough gold to talk about or to bring the price up, but it makes it look like gold. Underneath is some other metal. And these are long. These are so cool. Look at the feathers. They're totally lightweight. I do not believe these were worn very often at all. Here is the back, if ever. Like someone got these as a gift from someone and then didn't wear them anymore. So there's 1, 2, 3. They're probably shoulder dusters as well. And each one has 4 little feathers. Hi, Denise. How are you? Yep. Shoulder dusters. These are fabulous. And they weigh absolutely nothing. Starting bid of 12. Shoulder duster earrings. 1970s with this. Hold on. Sorry. Herringbone chain. Electroplated gold. Really nice. These are really nice. And I love that they're shoulder dusters. Wow. And no weight. So it's not going to, Heidi, I would have rocked these in the 70s. I would rock them now. They're so lightweight. So starting bid of 12. Super nice. Super nice. And that's my price for today. I'm probably going to do, in fact, I'm going to put them aside. I'm going to do a scratch test just to see if I'm wrong. And there's actually, even though they're not marked, more gold. They seem a bit too shiny to be more than electroplated. It's just a chemical like adhesion of the thinnest film, but you never know. You never know. Right, Heidi? I know. It's just I have so much. Heidi, I have so much. Okay, let's do some more earrings. Man. I'm having a thing spelling today. I think it's been, first it was really windy all weekend and hot and horrific allergies. And I know it's like Thursday, it's way past the weekend, but then it's just been steadily hot, hot, hot. And it's not cooling down at night. And I don't have AC. I got fans. So when it's hot, it's hot. These are so cool. I love everything about them. There is 4 triangles in that movement. Anything with movement. I'll take them off, one off the card, because see how they just, is it 4 or is it 3? I think I'm out of my mind here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Anything with movement when you wear it, I love it. Thank you, Heidi. I appreciate that. So see there, just now, 4 of them, and they just randomly interlocked in a different position like that. I love that. So as you're walking around with these on, they're going to constantly change how they look. Isn't that great? I look at that. These are fabulous. Oh, wow. Heidi, that's incredible. And these are, I know I have my long silver earrings on. Let's see. These are about 1.25 inches long. And this is I don't think these were ever worn. Aren't they cool? They're so cool. They're so cool. No one's interested. Okay. Is there something, I'm striking out, y'all. Is there something that people are interested in? I know times are tough. I know, I have really high-end stuff, but I tend to bring that on Friday. So if there's something in particular you're really interested in, please let me know. That will help me, not only now, but in the future. Oh, no, these are, wait a minute. Getting it wrong. Yes. All these costume jewelry names. So I put this together. Oh, there's also a brooch. And quite honestly, for me, this is hard. And I'll tell you why in a second. I have this on a brooch. So I'll bring it back. This is hard for me. And why? Because this is from the 60s or 70s, white enameled on long chain with hollowed out, mimicking like filigree gold tone spacers. And it does have a clasp. You simply don't see this type of chain very often anymore in the costume jewelry world. I'm not sure why. Maybe people just aren't picking it up. I'm not sure. It is the chain, classic jump ring. The chain is really long. Coming down to a single spacer. If I remember correctly, the reason I have the brooch is because this is a 30-inch long necklace. It is 30 inches long. Hi, Becky. So what I did with this, there's a couple things you can do, and this is just one piece of the set. You can double it like this. You can, we all know this, right? You can do this. You can also leave it long like this, but kind of double. You can knot it, right? You can knot the necklace. You can take it like this and this, kind of double it. And I had this in here. Put a brooch on it to give it some more oomph. This is the brooch that is included with this set. It's just like a musical note with an inset clear rhinestone. 60s. Okay, so you've got this. I threw this in, which absolutely matches the golds and the whites and allows you to bring in silvers and coppers. Let's see how nicely that matches. I know the clasp is in there, but it doesn't really matter. It is a really nice stretch bracelet. This is probably 80s. It is enameled right there, and this very much looks like real silver. Of course, it is not. Silver tone with gold, and it's inset and raised. They did a really good job on that. This is a really good job. This was probably a high-end department store. And then, just to make everything have an entire set going on, these, I was asking, $12 alone for these, $15 at one point. These are Napier, swirled, grooved, so the light shines differently, creating different color tones. Napier, oval. You can either screw them on or you can simply just clip them on. Your choice. They're about an inch long. So you have an entire outfit going on for a starting bid of $22. And I am losing money at that price. But I thought I'd bring up a set where someone, instant set, brooch, fabulous costume jewelry, enameled chain, stretch bracelet, and Napier, probably 80s. Hammered, grooved, clip-on or screw-on earrings. And this is upper length, 30 inches. Not easy to find the white chain anymore. So a whole set, 22. Y'all, I probably will not bring this back in a set. And in fact, this is the first time I've ever shown this. If someone is interested in this alone without the rest of it, this is $16. Okay. Moving on. I have so much inventory and I bring so much and different stuff all the time. And I'm starting to lose confidence. I'm starting to think, doesn't matter what I bring, people don't want it. High end, low end, medium end, a whole set, single pieces, and I know we're in a tough economy, but just a heads up, y'all, I'm starting to wonder if I shouldn't just go back to 2 days a week sales because, my time is money too. And I no matter what I buy and what I curate and what I bring, not very much has been selling lately. And I don't know what to do about that, but I do know it's summer and there's a lot of things I could be doing with my limited mobility that I'm not doing. So, something to think about. Oh, oops, these two got caught together. Something to think about, something I'm pondering. Starting bid, this is $15. Oh, Melly. That makes sense. Yeah. Well, and so damaged and worn. That makes sense. And this one is pristine. I mean, it's pristine. Yeah, I could do that. Thank you, Melly. I could do that. I'm just, yeah, that would change the whole way that I sell, So I don't know. But thank you. I'm thinking about it. And I know it's just a particular time that we're in right now as well. Look at this really lovely old clasp. It is gold filled. Which doesn't mean a whole lot, but it is. It says so right there. Oh, hold on. Sorry. I'll see if I can get y'all to see that. Whoops. See all the numerals going on. I didn't look super close, but I know that generally when there's that much writing going on a clasp in this style, it's all about, 120 GF, blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. That I'm trying to do that, Melly. And we'll see. So these are these really lovely, really old freshwater pearls. These have been worn and loved. They still have a lot of luster. They are a cream with a slight, what would you call it? A slight copper color. And these are, because these are so vintage, this is before the trend of man-made ones was really going strong. It might have been just at the beginning of creating, the string of man-made pearls. They're more like the beginning of potato pearls, if you will. Now, these gold spacers in between are most likely gold tone. They look very worn to me. Oh, Millie, okay. You're losing your mind? Oh, Melly, don't lose your mind. We need you. Yes. Break up those items. Yeah, I know. And this is just a super sweet, dainty, beautiful freshwater pearl. Gold filled clasp. Early 70s. 17 inches long. Lovely gift for yourself to layer with bigger pearls, some gold tone jewelry, or a younger child. Very light. They are on original cordage. So sorry. That Melly's hand hurts. She's I can relate to that. My shoulder has just been killing me lately. Hard to sleep at night. So there you go. Started at 15. I'm going to put it in a bag so it doesn't get tangled. And out getting all this, not for sissies, y'all. Heidi, how is, oh, sorry. Heidi, how has your body been? In terms of your fibromyalgia, is everything going okay? This is so good. This is so good. Vintage. Oh my gosh, I love this. How is everyone? How is all my lurkers doing? I love this. I love this. I had something else by Gary recently. There was a line of backwards. Designed by, look at that. That is so upside down and backwards. What is going on? It still is. What is happening? Designs by Gary. So Gary was kind of like a medium end jeweler. And then it also has the hang tag that says Talbot's. Gary's jewelry sold at the Talbot's department store, Talbots. There's a little CZ right there, I think. Is that a CZ? Yep. And Talbot's is like here on the West Coast, Capwell's, Macy's. It's a high-end department store. So this was nothing to sneeze at. I'm sure this probably cost, I don't know, it probably came in a set or maybe not. And if it came in a set of all the pieces, it probably would have been $40. There's the clasp. It has the 2-inch extender. And look at this. I love plastic. Look at these beautiful little lucite blue flower drops. That is, and Gary's items made, designs by Gary. I've had about 3 pieces in my hands now, and they always have these little lucite flower drops. At least the 3 pieces I've had so far. Maybe that was his signature. And then that's just acrylic on gold tone. Looks like lapis. Here's the little flowers again. Isn't that cool? If you like plastics, if you like movement, if you like something different and unusual, this piece is fantastic. And I'm starting it low. I think next month Tuesdays I'm gonna do like a real Woolworths sale. And next month I'm gonna do a plastic sale. I'll advertise it and I'll do a preview in advance. Look at that. So it's like little bluebells, or I don't know, it just, whatever they are, I can just see the hummingbirds coming in, right? And so without the extender, it fits on my wrist. I'm a 7.25 and it falls down a little bit. So with the extender, it could go up to probably an 8, which is the beginning of a lady's medium. It's a great piece. Thank you, Heidi. You're struggling with your shoulder and right rib cage. Oh, I wish I had a physiotherapist, and yeah, I can only sleep on one side because if I turn on the other side, whatever, and so constantly something is wrong. Gary had great taste. Here is the back. It is just, it makes me happy, okay? So that's another thing. I like costume jewelry because it makes me happy. It's fun, it's funky, it's colorful. the design has been given a lot of thought, generally speaking. The materials are made to last and last. And if I lose it, I'm going to be bummed out because I want to keep the piece. That's why I bought it. That's why I own it. But I'm not losing, a $200 bracelet. So you know where it is. And I can't offer these things for less because that's how much they're worth. Depending. Obviously not all costume jewelry is worth, $10 or more. Not every single piece of what Gary designed is worth 15, No, but the items that I'm showing you at the price that they deserve to be shown at. I promise. I promise. Okay. How about something entirely different? How about, because nobody's telling me what they're interested in, so I just have to, guess, but that's okay. Yes, Heidi, we keep looking for a comfortable way to sleep. I can't tell you. I go through buying new pillows of different heights and different types and whatever. It's like every 6 months. I have more pillows than you can imagine. I've bought the pregnancy body support pillows to try to support my neck, shoulders, and my back with all the different angles and whatever. I have the long body pillows, everything you can imagine. It's crazy. It's crazy. Look at this. This is really old. You can you see through it? Yep. That's how thin it is. See, when I put the finger, it stops the light. This is not Bakelite. I have tested it. Is that not fabulous? Yeah, the pillow thing. And this is a bright cherry red. A bright cherry red. So I hope that is showing. There you go. It is not like a drab red at all. This is so cool. I've had this since I started selling on eBay in the early days. It's carved. Let's see how to explain it. It's carved in like a off-center loop with triangle. There you go, if that makes any sense. And then the lines, and it is bright red. Here is the inside. Look at that. This is such a nice piece. And it is, yeah, this one is small because it was made back when ladies were small. So if this fit me, it would be going nowhere. But it doesn't fit me. It never has, yet I've kept it in a box all this time. For what? And it literally says that the inside dimension is 2.5 inches across, which should make it a 7.25 at 2.5 inches across. Okay? But and I don't have a cone, I just measure. But here's why that's not the case. It's because this concaves in. The way the design is, this goes inwards. This goes inwards. So if you had a super skinny hand and even smaller across this way than I do, like just those long, slender model hands, it would go over. I mean, I can force it to here, but then that's it. If my thumb wasn't there, it would go on. So I would call this a 6.75 size, 6.5 to 6.75. So that means I would go with 2 inches across to 1.75 to be comfortable. And it is bright cherry red. It's really good. This is probably same time as a Bakelite, maybe a little bit before, 1920s to 1940s sometime. And it's pretty lightweight because it's celluloid. Okay. I haven't shown that in a long, long time. If ever, I'm not sure. I don't know if I've ever shown that. Okay. So I don't do recaps. So if anyone comes in late and you think you might be interested in something, go back and look at what I've already brought. I'm going to drop some more pendants. I'm trying to, put sets together. I've lowered my prices to a cost average. I can't do a lot more than that. Oh, this is beautiful. This is teeny tiny and just so exceptional. That is, I'm going to go with MOP, marcasite, and sterling silver. And this could be a charm because it's so little to go on a bracelet, and or a necklace. Yeah, mother of pearl. Here's the back. Look at all the color. It's tiny. It's a tiny little tidbit. My hands are so it's this hand that creates the shadows, not this hand. Okay. So in here's the top. It is open right there, so it just needs a jump ring. And it's open like that so that it can go on. I'll show you. I'm bringing this tomorrow. So that it can go on a charm bracelet. This is a Figaro sterling silver bracelet. So I'm not quite sure this is exactly what you would want, but it would work. And then look, it has this wire wrapping and then sterling silver tulip that comes down with little marcasites. I wish it was focusing a little better. Yes, just marcasites. Okay, I wanted to be sure. Little marcasites. Look how pretty that is. So to put this on a charm bracelet, I literally just slipped it over this very thick piece on this chain. I just slipped it on, and then you just take a pair of needle nose pliers. Have your husband do it if you're uncomfortable. I'm sorry, but I don't know. I grew up using tools, but not everyone did. and then you just gently crimp it down. It doesn't need a jump ring or anything else. Isn't that fantastic? And it is. It's tiny. Worth every penny. Okay. Going down. So pretty. I just got a bunch of these, and if I had the chains and the bracelets, I would put them all together. But if I put like a whole charm bracelet together, and again, if I buy the sterling silver chains, then the price is going to practically double on you, because a chain, even on Amazon, is like $18 to $25. So if you already have, like I already have a chain, I already put different things on it all the time. I have another chain right here. I can put anything I want on it at any time. So that's what I would recommend. Billy, what's going on, Billy? Making dinner? Uh-oh. What are you making for dinner? What are you making for dinner? Yummy, yummy. Yummy. What kids like. I am. Nothing creative. Yesterday I made sauteed purple cabbage with orange bell pepper and onion with umami spice and 21 seasoning spice in olive oil. And then I made Impossible or Beyond chicken, which is just a plant-based food, and put it in, and I have leftover, and put it in a bowl. And it was, and then on top I put Japanese barbecue sauce. It was delicious. Tonight I already made a cauliflower crust vegetable pizza that's just sitting over there waiting for me to heat up. Look at this. Let's let it focus. Sterling silver. This is a heavier sterling silver piece. Mountains, and those are pine trees cut out. Right? So they did kind of a reverse deal where you have the mountains, and then in order to show the idea of pine trees, they cut the silver in the shape of pine trees in the front. This could be anywhere that there are mountains. It is entirely non-specific. It is one of the larger charms that I have. It's got a lot of sterling. It's got a big bail. This is the back. The 925 is down there, along with, some other words. Not sure what, but I know where I got this. I know what it is. I know they tested it, so I don't need to do that. And here it is on a torque. But again, you can easily put it on any chain you have around. Yep, and it is, let's see, an inch in diameter. An inch in diameter. Yeah, and if people are not interested in these if you honestly, this on a chain in a store, sterling silver chain, let's say it's a box chain, 18 inches, they're going to charge you about $75. If I put this on a chain, I'm going to charge you $45 to $50. So heads up, this is an excellent price. I promise. I promise. I promise. Ooh, thank you, Billy. Well, y'all, I'm a little stumped. Okay, how about this? I don't. Whoa, where did that come from? Go away. No, no, no. I don't want that at all. And it deleted what I was doing. Good old StreamYard. I don't know if this is a agate, a jasper, or marble. And I'm going to put, I believe it is marble. I believe it's from the 1970s. Here's a description. Now I'm going to put that away and just say starting bid of 47. So what it reminds me of, the Mexican-made carved animal figurines. And they were typically agate or marble, both. So that's what I think. And this is old, and it's heavy, and it's beautiful. I'm going to put it on Dolly. It's also artisan made, and another way you can tell it's really old is this teeny tiny wire shepherd's hook and this really fine wire that they use. And these are all hand carved beads. Oranges, coppers, yellow band, white with different colors, and each piece is unique. I'll show you that in a minute. Each bead. This is a very old. And here is the bottom. Let's let the computer focus. I do not know. I love this stone, I'll tell you that. I do not know what this is supposed to be. Is it supposed to be anything? Is it perhaps like a butterfly or some type of bug? A turtle? I see the dip in right here on the sides, and then the body. Butterfly? So let's look it over. I don't know. This is truly interesting, spectacular piece. And this is almost, see that? So I think, so what I kind of think is that some of it might be agate and some of it is marble. Okay, like, because this, you can almost see through it. So I'm thinking agate. Then look at this bead. All the colors. Each one, I mean, these are hand carved. Beads, so sweet. Then you have this long white with black. and it has lines sideways. It's almost like butterscotch. I'm hoping that's really showing up. And just look how teeny tiny these connecting wire. It's really pretty interesting. And then this, look at that. This piece of white has a lot of orange in it. So I'm leaning towards agate on a lot of that. Look at how, I just think it's beautiful. But this bottom piece, it matches agate, but it also very much reminds me of marble countertops. So I'm a little stuck. And again, you can see that it's carved very deliberately in a shape of something. Anyone have any idea what? I mean, it's carved all the way like that. It's carved on the sides. It's carved in the middle. It's very deliberate, but what is it? Is it upside down? I don't know. I don't really care. I think it's beautiful. And look at the back. The back, let's get it to focus. There's so much color. I do not feel like it's showing all the oranges. I was going to bring a flashlight down here from upstairs. There's oranges, browns, blacks, creams, and those lines running through. That's a good question, Heidi. Oh, Heidi. Heidi. Yes, Heidi. Oh my goodness. Heidi, I 100% see that now. Like a Hawaiian god or something, or a Mexican Inca. This is the nose, and that's the eye slot, and then this is the hair or a crown. Heidi for the win. That's exactly what's going on. Oh, Heidi, yes. I have been so puzzled because it has so many angles. I think that's exactly what it is. And this big piece is 2 inches long and 1.5 inches wide with all these incredible vintage beads. Yes, very Inca. Yes, Heidi, I'm with you. Yep, a nose and lips. I'm totally with you. This is stunning. Yeah, you see it, Becky? Yes. This is a stunning piece. It's worth every cent. Artisan made. I'm going with 60s or earlier. And I firmly believe Mexico, just because of all the carved animals and whatnot that came out. So 18 inches is about here. So this is about 21, 22 inches, and it's right at the top of everything. And it's just, I mean, this is a piece to talk about like we just did, right? What do you think that is? What do you see? It's beautiful. Starts at 47. Let me know. Let me know. Oh, Melly, good for you. Melly, did you see this piece? Isn't this beautiful? We figured out that it was a face. And I think it's agate. It's very, very old. Look at the beads. And the connectors. And on the top, see that? They're all hand carved and polished, all different shapes. And the hook, I'm just showing Melly real quick. The hook, look at that. This is fantastic. This is a really old, beautiful piece from Mexico. Isn't that great? Yep, exactly, Melly. Exactly. Yep. Taurus pieces. This is a just beautiful, beautiful piece. So, y'all know where it is, 47. And it's heavy. It's heavy. But it's solidly on the chain. It's not going anywhere. Okay, I'm going to show you something entirely different, which I've shown every once in a while. Now I've been on over an hour. I haven't made one sale. Yeah, I think I might close early the sale. It's either not the day, it's the end of the month, even though I'm not billing out for another 6 days. And really, you have about a week to pay because I'm always late with that. You know, people do email me, they do watch the replays, they do enjoy it, but it seems to be a tough time. So this is a, whoops, first I want to put that in. What'd you make, Melly? Oh, the Zodiac ones. Yeah, Melly. I remember that at the little stores on Telegraph Avenue. Everything for me goes back to the 70s and Telegraph Avenue. Oh my gosh. Blessing and a curse. Blessing and a curse. Culture and predators. This is old. This is older than the 70s by far. So this, I love this. It doesn't fit me anymore. This is one end. Doesn't fit me or it wouldn't be going anywhere. It is a dark, dark orange. See there? Dark, dark orange. And it goes on and on and on. I'll tell you how long it is in a minute. There is no damage. This is like a 1950s to 1960s. You would wear it with like your go-go outfit. I used to wear stuff like this. Man, I can't. That's too small. Here is how you would connect it. And with this, you have the option. You could connect it into there. You could connect it here. You could connect it all the way over here. You can also do the thing where you connect it to one of these and have this hanging down like a disco-y, right? Because these were meant to hang a little bit if you could. And imagine, think of the small dresses, and also think of the ladies with the bouffant or beehive hairdos and the pantsuits who wore these belts. This is beautiful. Oh, breakfast for dinner. Heck yeah, breakfast for dinner is fabulous. I used to eat breakfast for dinner a lot. I mean, you got your carbs, you got your eggs, you got your meat, you got your whatever, right? It's delicious. So, without counting the hook, 7. So, every 4 is about 7. 7, 14, 21, 25, 28 plus the end. It's about 30 inches if you went all the way to the end of this. Otherwise, if you wanted this to dangle, it would be 28 inches all the way around. 28-inch waist. Or if you went all the way out to here, 30-inch waist. And I did not include the closing hook. So 28 to 30-inch waist. And it's just so cool. So I think I said something about 1930s. No, this is 1950s, 1960s, bright orange, carved. I'm pretty dang sure it's still a celluloid. It has all the looks and the feels. It's not Bakelite. I wish it was, but it's not. But it is so fun. I bring this out about every 6 months. And no one's interested. So y'all, should I keep going? Honestly, it's been an hour and 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and I haven't made a single sale. And the only people who are talking to me is my buddies. Oh, good night, Heidi. I'm sorry I didn't say good night to you. Good night, Heidi. I hope you feel better. Good night, Heidi. Dang it, I can't believe I didn't see that. I'm sorry. I was talking about my belt. Heidi is someone I've known for, gosh, probably almost 2.5 years now from YouTube. And she's in Belgium. And she's just a sweetheart. She's just a sweetheart. So I feel bad about not saying goodnight. Yeah, I don't know. The thing is that those are for Friday. And now I'm thinking, well, maybe I'll do this and then I won't come on Friday. Maybe I'll just not come on at all. I mean, if nobody's interested, I don't know what to do about that. I'm just really like, okay, never mind. I remember seeing this. Oh, good Lord. I know where I got these from. Let's try this. I think I may be on my last piece because I don't know what to do with this. I'm bringing, and I know I'm not spelling this right. You can't sell if you get offset in your offset. What's an offset? Oh no, Billy. What's a can't sell if you get off fast? Oh, I got it, Billy. I didn't know. I do talk to text, and it comes up with the most hilarious things. What is she talking about? Oh. There you go, Melly. Thank you. I'm like, I need an interpreter. What's going on? This is a crazy, silly deal, y'all. Oh, these probably look familiar to someone in the chat. These are so beautiful. They are not heavy. I could wear these. They are 925 for me, but they're gold tone. Look at the shine and the sparkle. They are open. These are beautiful. Billy, no, Billy, don't buy just because I said that, Billy. Don't buy just because I said that. I mean it, Billy. Seriously. Billy. But Billy, honey, I'm just over here whining and complaining because it's very unusual for me to go this long without making any sales to anyone. But it is the end of the month. These are so pretty. I don't even know if you're seeing the detail correctly. And Billy has bought them, but I just wanted to show you. They do have, these, Billy, honestly, I'm glad you're getting them. You're getting a great price because normally I would start something like these off at about $30. And so I'm happy you're getting them. And they are about 1.25 inches to 1.5 inches long, but they are sold to Billy. Billy, these are so good. The minute I pulled them up and I was like, I'm showing these, I thought, why am I doing that? I should keep them. Okay. That is your taste. Okay. But hold. Oh, Billy, this is Billy, this is the, and then I'm going to say sold to Billy. This is the, tomorrow is the last day of the week 2 of Build-A-Box. And then I won't be billing out till like Tuesday, Wednesday. And if you need time to not pay until Friday and you're fine with your stuff shipping the following week, that's fine. I always say due on receipt. And I appreciate those who pay promptly because my time is money. It is a business. But I also understand that, we're in a time and a place where people, need to wait for paychecks. They need, they're paying for gas, like the whole deal. I totally get it. So I don't want everyone to start doing that, but I totally get it. Billy, let me find your bag. I know you have one. That's not it. Where'd your bag go, Billy? And you have quite a few items with me also, Billy. So I think, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Maybe you don't. That was last week. Okay, that's fine. So now I have to find your old bag. Sorry, y'all. I keep bags with people who buy. There you go. People who buy on a regular basis. I have bags. Thank you, Billy. And seriously, I hope that you meant that because I'm not asking for pity. I talk out loud. I'm one of those people that talks out loud. And so as I'm processing, it helps me to process, to say things out loud. And I have to say, there's a lot of resellers out there who are probably horrified by me and my out loud processing because they're either turned off by what I'm saying or they're horrified or they think it should be like strictly professional, nothing personal. Why are you saying that? I get it. This is just who I am. Take it or leave it. I can't help it. I can't. I couldn't. Now, Pamela came in and said something to me, and I'm going back to see what she said. I one of the reasons I do this is because of my health, but another reason that I do this is because it allows me to do what I love and to do it my way. You know that Frank Sinatra song? I did it my way. Yep. Pamela, I saw you come in. There you are. Oh, Pamela, hi. You know what, Pamela? I keep forgetting that it's Memorial Day weekend. I keep forgetting that because it doesn't mean anything to me since I can't work at a regular job and haven't been able to for a long time. So yeah, thank you. Thank you, Pamela. I totally am like, what? Yeah, right. Right, Melly. And that too, Melly. Yes, you do have several people. In fact, you asked me, and because we are retired and we only get our money whenever or we need to save, but we really want the item. And I'm always willing to work with someone, even like a layaway if it's a more expensive item. You just have to ask in the chat and you and or send me an email and talk to me privately, and as long as we come to a arrangement and you stick to that arrangement, the inventory is sitting here anyway. So you know um, if I know you, then we can talk, right? Why not? um, these are, you know what, I'm going to make these a buy it now, even though I could do I could do more than that with them. Might as well try to give some deals today. And I don't remember what I paid for them. They're really pretty. Okay, Melly. Melly is such a good spouse. She's like, hubby's home, gotta go cook. Okay, I cook. Okay, now I gotta go clean the kitchen. And then she's, packing and cleaning her jewelry and cleaning her house and rearranging. And I mean, when her husband comes home, she is like right there for him. She is a good wife. I don't know what that means. Someone's inventory number at some point. These are clip-ons. So, and they are meant to be left and rights because the stone tilts over. They are red and pink. And I do not think that these are a Dionne or a Juliana, but they certainly have taken a tip from that design line with the prong set and the off-centered and the so for me, I don't think they are designed by them for another company or anything like that, just because they feel a little newer. And generally speaking, I'll show you a pair of Dionne and Juliana after that. Generally speaking, um, there would be more colors, there would be more design, there would be more going on, if that makes any sense. But everything else about them reminds me of that. And I love red and pink together. Even the construction in the back. Yeah. And they are clip on and they are not worn, but they are not new. And you see how this zigs over? So one goes on the left and one goes on the right. And I am going to presume, well, you know what? Who knows? It could be either way. So I'm going to put it on my right ear. And the clips are really tight. These were well taken care of, but they're not modern. There are modern rhinestones earrings still being made out there. Hold on. Good Lord. There you go. So, you see how this curves outward? The top stone, so it could curve out away from your ear, or you could have it the other way and have it curve in, similar to ear climbers, if you will. And I have it over top of my sterling silver earrings, so it's making it sit a little funny. Let's take my sterling silver off. They are about 1.25 inches long. There you go. So see how it climbs up your ear? So it's right below right here. That is how it's supposed to sit. And then it still has a lot of movement. They're very elegant. They go with what I'm wearing quite well. Yep. Wow. Is anyone here going anywhere for the weekend? Best song ever. I am not going anywhere. And I am actually a little bit surprised that people are going somewhere, because the price of gas, the price of lodging, the price of going out to eat, I mean, it's a whole thing. And these are super bright red and luscious pink. So yeah, I'm surprised. Staycation. Yep. Staycation. So let me actually put these in my rhinestone. Originally, I bought these to sell, but then I totally fell in love with these sterling silver earrings. So, with the little glass clear vintage beads at the bottom. So I kept them. Okay, so let me show what I'm quite sure is a weather isn't great. Well, good Lord, I hope Ryan Hall, y'all, isn't on. The weather has been, I mean, it's been weird here and hot and windy, but no tornadoes. um, yeah. And my, yeah, oh, and the fires. Yeah, we have 2 or 3 raging in Southern California, and we always do every year because of their winds down there, but this is early. This is really early. So that's scary. And then there's ones somewhere in the middle of the country. I can't remember where. Anyway, and all these tornadoes. I'm just like, good grief. We are having some hellacious weather going on. These, I don't think I've shown these before. This is a very low price for these. Yeah, I have not shown these before. This is a really low price. This is check glass, and I don't, let's see if that helps. I don't think it's showing. There you go. So this is that blue, purple, like molten lava. glass. This is a orange and copper, depending on how the light hits it, molded bead. And this is orange square cut. And then on the sides is a light yellow square on the top and a pink circular rhinestone. Did I get that? Okay. Now, here is the light yellow, and here is the circular pink, which is, of course, showing up to y'all as clear. Now, we're doing like a Friday thing. Then it's prong set, but look at the prongs. They went the extra mile and made the prongs have a design. And these are totally offset in terms of a design. They're just kind of all around. And that is a very big hallmark of the D&E and Juliana team. And then see, this just has a regular prong set. And here is the back. This one, these are heavy. See the riveted bar construction? Because these are really large pieces of glass. The one rhinestone is closed, and this one, the two small ones, but these three pieces are open to the light. That is check glass. And honestly, this type of earring right now is trending anywhere from $45 to $80, $90 or more. And these two are going to be ones that you have to wear on specific ears because of the way it goes outward. It could not be over here because this would be poking into your face. So they are left and right. And they're absolutely fabulous. And I have to say that's the first time I've seen these with a reinforced bar like that. There's a first time for everything, though. I mean, I have been doing this for so long, but it never ceases to amaze me what I learn pretty much every time I do a sale. So they're a little more than an inch long and an inch and a quarter wide because of the way they put that off to the side. And I don't think they're showing up as nicely as they could. So if anyone is interested at a starting bid of $28 for these and you want a clearer picture, send me an email. I'll be happy to take a picture of them outside on my garden fence where you can see them better. But only serious inquiries, please. These are really beautiful. Okay. I may also, so I'm going to do a plastic show in June, Fantastic Plastic. And I may also do just a like D&E Juliana earring. I have quite a lot. Okay. Y'all, my timer is going to go off any minute. Let's get rid of that. Anyone interested in a carved dark purple Bakelite bracelet? It's a heavy one. It's really nice. It doesn't have any pin pricks in it where people poked things with hot pins in the 80s to see if it's Bakelite. Melly, I think it's just, well, so for me, it's standing. And like right now, the way I sit like this, but every time I show a piece, I lean forward. Leaning forward sets my back off every time. There's like a certain amount you can lean, but if you lean more than that, or for me anyway, it hurts badly. So this is a dark purple carved Bakelite bracelet. It is small size. If someone was interested, it would start at $40. And it is probably a 6.5. Because again, small back then. Small. How about, I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do like one more set and see. Purple is rare. Yeah, it's like a brown purple. I mean, the purple is in there, but it's dark. So it is one of the rarer colors. I think it was a little bit harder to work with, but it's lovely, Melly. So this, I just want to double check. This is going to be the last item I show, so I don't do recaps. If anyone thinks they might be interested in anything I brought today, and I brought a whole bunch of all kinds of different everything, then please go back and look through like I'm a squirrel and drop in the chat what you're interested in. And Melly is interested in the $28. Oh, the earrings. Melly. Where did I put them? These earrings are, I was like, nobody is interested at $28 for these earrings. These are like, the light isn't going through right now, but good Lord. Wait a minute. No, Melly, wait. Melly, the $28 was for the D&E earrings. The Bakelite bracelet would start at $40. I think we're talking apples and oranges. Melly, that was going to start at $40. I'm sorry, honey. These D&E, $28 that I showed, but the bracelet was $40. So that's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm sorry. My apologies. Right. But I hadn't put a price in for the Bakelite. I was just showing it and saying if someone was interested, it would start at $40. I'm sorry, honey. I will do. I'm losing money, but it's okay. I'll do $35 for the bracelet, Melly, because it's you. So I can do $35. Okay. Yeah. So I could do $35, but I can't go lower than that because I think I'm already losing. I'm losing money. So there you go. But I am. I'll drop it to $35 just for you, Melly, and that's okay. If that's still too much, I totally understand. Bakelite is one of those things that fluctuates, and it was like outrageously high in the 80s, and then it dropped, and then it went up, and then it went down, and recently it was back up, and now it's back down. Oh, Melly, I'm gonna. All right, Melly, are you sure? You're gonna have to figure out, Melly. Make me a mod on. Make me a mod on your channel on Friday nights or Sunday mornings or something where figure out a way that I can give back to you. Please, Melly, please. I am more than happy to do whatever it may be. And I mean that. A stool. I do have a laptop pad. It's like for your lap, and it has those little beans on it, and then it's just a piece of whatever, and it kind of flexes like that I keep my feet on, and that makes a big difference. Thank you, Billy. Good thought. Melly, seriously, think of something I can do, just like to keep the trolls out, or I don't know. Bless her heart, Melly. I don't know. Maybe there's stuff I can source out here that you can't source or something. Cool. I mean, just I'm only offering that to like so I can have so I can you do a lot for me. You teach me a lot. You're a good friend, and I want to give back, Melly. I want to give back. Okay, now I'm still trying to figure out. I think this is the whole set. Earrings. But maybe it's been a while since I bought it. Okay, so the bracelet isn't here. So it's the necklace and earrings. This is a good one. Is this a named one? Hold on. I think this is one that I have no name. You know what? I think I'm going to watch Oh Brother, Where Art Thou tonight. Baby blue, red and orange and purple. Melly. That's very cool. Okay, this is a starting bid of Melly. I'm absolutely gonna remain your friend. Who knew when I first saw you, and probably when you first saw me, that we would wind up, connecting on so many levels and becoming friends. I didn't see that coming, and man, I'm glad it did. Melly is a good, solid person. This is freaking cool. If you love thermoset, 1950s to 1960s plastic, this is unsigned. So I'm very used to thermoset from like Lisner. This one is unsigned, and it is a copper and brown thermoset. This is the necklace. late 50s, early 60s at the most. Shepherd's hook. I have a lot of thermoset. It is one of, when I talk about plastics, but most of it's in my personal collection. This is thermoset and moon glow. And currently, thermoset and moon glow plastics are trending high. They're coming back into style big time. Look at how beautiful that is. Oof. Now that I'm showing it. Right, Melly? I still have a whole box from when I sold on eBay that I have still not broken out, and yet I'm buying all this other inventory. So this is the necklace, and that's fully extended. So without the extender, it's right here, and I have that, but from not being able to exercise and move around anymore. But it's not tight. It's exactly at that 14 inches of comfortable. With the extender, it comes down to 15. Ooh, it's sexy. It's really, yeah. Have you ever seen thermoset, Billy? I'm sure you have, but thermoset plastic is so cool. It's not moon glow, but it's dang close, because what it does, and then I'll show you the earrings. What it does is, without the light, it makes this wave of a different shiny or matte, almost like moon glow, but moon glow has like some opaqueness, whereas thermoset does not. And this is a nice thick piece, and they even have little pieces of the thermoset where you can kind of see that wave, that color wave, a little better up in every other one of these. See how some look really light and then it looks darker? It just depends. And see, that one looks like a totally different color. It depends on how the light is hitting it. So that's the necklace. And then it has its earrings. I did have one set that also had the bracelet. I bought this a while back, but I obviously sold that. Oh no, look, there is a name. It's just on the earrings. Pakula. P-A-K-U-L-A. This was a new line to me. P-A-K-U-L-A. Here. P-A-K-U-L-A is the maker. Yeah. Yep. And these are the earrings. Boom. These are the earrings. And so again, it's very elegant, and while being kind of understated, but also bold and in your face, if that makes any sense. Yeah, so you've got your earring, and this is really well made. And your necklace. I'm ready to go to the rodeo. You know, when I worked at the rodeo, why I love Tiger's Eye Moonstone? Yeah, 100%. You don't love labradorite. You don't love labradorite. Well, you know what? Pamela is in at 37. I like labradorite, and I have a piece with labradorite spacers that I restrung and am bringing tomorrow with super old confetti beads. But I think labradorite has been... Oh, no, I'm not talking about labradorite. I'm talking about something else. Sorry. labradorite, just the, am I? Wait a minute. I never mind. I think I'm talking about two different stones. But there's one that it's just become really everywhere, and that's a little boring. So if someone else, thank you, Pamela, is interested because it's over 25, you need to come in at 39 or higher. Pamela, yeah, so cool. Fair warning. I've talked about this for a while. And Pakula is like I say, not a brand that I'm used to this being. So this is very cool. Thank you, Pamela. Okay, so there you go. Woo! It's elegant, classy, but simple all at the same time. Thank you, Pamela. I appreciate it. It's beautiful. Brown and gold tone. Thermoset set. Thermoset set. Let me put them in a whole bag so that they stay together. How are you, Pamela? You doing okay? Pamela, you're not no, you're here. You're not in all that terrible weather stuff. Oh, but Pamela, how about fires? Are you good? Are you safe? Are you marked safe? Okay. Yeah, it's in like brand new condition. Thank you, Millie, for saying that. It's I could have asked more, but didn't work. Now, where's Pamela's bag? There's Pamela's bag. But here's the other thing. Right now we really can't. Good. Right now, we're in. See that noise just now is my watch duty app I have for fires. So right now is a really hard time to be asking high prices unless you have customers who, are always spending that $300, $500, $1,000 coinage. And even then, they're being a little careful. It's just the economy. It's not anything any of us are doing. Okay, so y'all, do you want me to show another couple items and then close, or close now? Because, my timer went off. But I could show two more. But I'm asking y'all, because my dinner's ready to go. When I'm off here watering, no, I won't water my garden until tomorrow. You don't water a garden at night because you can get wilt, at least not veggies. I just have to feed my animals and cut my pizza. Oh, and I pre-made the rest of my chopped kale salad, pre-dressed it with honey mustard. Mm-hmm. Flip a coin. So let's pretend I have a coin. And who's going to call it? Heads it is. Okay. So, good Lord, good gravy. You guys. Okay. Buy it now. At least y'all are enjoying hanging out with me. I mean, that's nice. I appreciate that. And I have made a few sales, and I appreciate that. And I do, people email me. It's not like nothing ever happens after the sale is done, and I get a lot of watches. So, so it's your Friday. Happy Friday, Billy. And do you get a 3-day weekend? I hope. The thing I keep forgetting about. This is a size 7. It is sterling silver. It's just a simple, pretty little ring. Let's do it this way. Those are leaves, like little flourished leaves. And I appreciate you all being here as well, because I'm at hopefully the close of a long, uncomfortable estate. There's a flower estate thing with my father's son. And I'm just hoping that we're right at the end and I don't ever have to deal with him again. It's been an emotional nightmare for me. So I've been dealing with that again this week. So all of that is up for me. And I'd much rather hang out with all of you. Oh, Grandma. I don't have grandmas anymore. I don't have my parents either. But I have have them right here. And they built my homestead. They bought this and they built everything except what they needed help with. Yeah. So, and I have, furniture that my dad made. And I mean, I'm surrounded by them at all times. And so that's good. So this said a size 7 on the bag. I got to wonder where people come up with this. And this is why I put it on my finger, and this is a 7.5, and it only went to right here. And I was like, that seems like even a little small for a 7. And then I put it on my mandrel, and my mandrel is at 6 3/4. So this is not a size 7, but it is sterling silver. It is carved with leaves and little flowers. It's just a very simple, sweet little sterling silver ring. And that is why I do not see the flower right there. That is why I do not only go by what would fit on my fingers. That is why I don't have one of those paper cones that starts getting smashed in, and why I always double and triple measure things. This would be perfect on me right there, if anyone wears rings like that. Ooh, you know what I just bought? Nail polish. First the clear hardener coat, because I have brittle nails, and then some colors, because I finally got all the powder grown out of my nails, and my nails are getting strong. So I can start keeping them short, but painting them again, and I'm really excited. So this is a pretty little ring. Buy it now, $29. That's a very good price. You will have fun with Grandma. I'm not even a grandma. I'm a great aunt, but I haven't seen the little BB yet. And for the life of me, it's not Lorelei. It's something else. It's it's from the language in The Hobbit. Her name. It's a beautiful name, and I can't remember it right now because I've never met her. She must be about a year old now. My father got to see his great granddaughter. Not see her in person, but see pictures of her and see her on Zoom before he passed. So that was really cool. Okay, one last item. What do you all want here? What do y'all want here? What about this guy? This guy's freaking cool. But I am a grandma to my daughter's 3 kitties, and that's another thing. I'm gonna have to go down to the Bay Area in the middle of June. I will have sales, but probably only 2 a week, and they'll be shorter while I'm down there because I have to bring stuff with me and my computer. But it's about babysitting her cats. I'm not. My partner is. But also going through his house so he can move up here. So yeah, I'll let you know when that's happening. Maybe that's when I'll do the plastic sale and whatnot. That's perfect. That's perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Yay, see, I process out loud. Sorry, trying to get it in frame. And that's the jump ring. He already has a bail. Howling coyote. I have those every night, and especially in the summer. It's hammered. I'm wondering if it's not a native piece just because of the subject matter. Artisan, no idea. It's just a thin little pendant, and it, like I said, it has a bail connected. And see, he's howling. I hear him every night. That's why my dog and I don't go out after about 10 o'clock. But it also has a jump ring, so you can make it even longer if you want. See, yeah, the shadow comes from over there. I always thought it came from up there. Oh, God, and now it just became rosy pink. And he is about 1.5 inches long. And I always see the coyotes and the bobcats scat in the morning. They go around the house at night at least one loop. I hear them often bumping into the house, sniffing around. But usually when they're hunting and howling, they're down in the canyon or down below by the eucalyptus trees. Thank God. So there it is. It would be perfect on a chain like this. Or you could put it up high on a short chain. That would be even better. Yes, there you go. Because it could also go on a bracelet, but that it's thinner, so a charm bracelet, I think that would be it would catch on stuff too much. I think it should go on a short chain like this. Or a torque. It's just a little simple little gift. Okay. Man, as long as the fire isn't near me. And I guess I should check. Billy's in. Hold on, Billy. Uh, where is this? Come on. It's always a good idea to not ignore your watch duty fire. Okay. This is down in the Bay Area. I do not care about it. Y'all, watch duty. It's a free app. It will alert you to fires. You put in your parameters. Please, dear God. There's my cat where she's not supposed to be. Thank you, Billy. Everyone should have their watch duty app so that it'll wake you up in the middle of the night, and you can set it to just be around your home. I need to get it off of the Bay Area. That doesn't matter anymore. My parents are gone. But if there's a wildfire happening and it's 5 miles away from me, that thing's going to wake me up in the middle of the night, and I'm going to have time to get the heck out of here. So it's free. It's in the App Store. Easy peasy. I'm all about fire safety. Thank you, Billy. Okay. And I will make sure to wrap it nicely so it doesn't get bent. And again, just send me an email about what it is that you need. Okay? All right. So anyone watching on the replay, I brought quite a few really fun, fantastic items, not including this naughty little cat named Maggie, who I wish I'd never seen her face. She was a feral. There's quite a few items. You can email me. My prices remain good for 48 hours. And I will come on tomorrow. But based on what was pointed out to me, that it's a 3-day weekend, and how sales went today, I'm going to pop on for an hour. She is a cutie, and she has, thank you, Billy. She is a cutie, and her buddy Tug are best friends, and they play together. And she's like this, calico, and she has like this super short, like smushed in nose. And honest to God, I think she's like a special needs cat. Maggie, meow, come here, say hi to everyone. Come here, say hi. You're never allowed over here. Say hi. Say goodnight, Maggie. Oh, no, she never does that. Okay, so anyway, I'll be on for an hour tomorrow. My cat is having a good time back there. And I hope anyone that's planning to go away or go to grandma's or whatever you're going to do, as Maggie, has a safe journey. Come here, kitty. Come here. Oh, don't freak out. Come here. Look, say hi. Say hi. I saw that face and I was like, yeah, I can't resist. And I'm allergic to kitties. I'm allergic to kitties, huh? And her and the dog played like they're the same species. So, don't get it. Woo! But I am allergic to cats. And I've always had cats and I've always been allergic. Okay. So, thank you, everyone. Hi, Becky. Bye, Becky. I didn't have anyone drop any links today. Melly, will you be on tomorrow? If you're still here, Melly, are you coming on tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern? I believe Melly will come on at 8 o'clock Eastern, although I'm not sure. Look for her thumbnail. And Becky, I'm pretty sure you're on tomorrow as well. Okay, good. All right. All right. Bye, everyone. Take care. I'm going to go to bed, eat pizza.